I didn't get to where I am now without taking risks. I don't want to be stay at like 300 grand like for the rest of my life. Like I'm so young, I'm only 23. Like I want to keep learning, I want to keep growing, and I want to have the financial freedom to do whatever I want to do. So I want to be unrestricted of my time. It's more scary when I was in the job. It's about trying to make that jump, but you haven't yet. Once you make that jump, your step is really clear. You need to know, okay, in order for me to make sure I don't starve, like I'm not hungry, this is the next step I need to take to make sure that, and then the next step and the next step. So I think when I was in the job, I was focusing on the big goal of quitting. I'm not scared.
Sometimes I don't see people who are born here actually know the advantages they've got here. What advantages did you find in...
Look, in London, you still have a great community. You still have a lot of great founders, like that's got a good mindset. One of the big advantages that we have in London is networking. Like it's like you can meet with a lot of good founders. You can meet with a lot of like good people. They can help you and brainstorm ideas together. The main thing I'm focusing on right now is Patent.io. As an AI personal content strategist for short form creators. Like remove the manual content analysis process, like and ground it in your data, and essentially analyze videos in a way that none of the other two can do right now. Aiming to help you grow and to help you get followers and grow a bigger community. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. But if I can make from 125k to making 5 million a year, you can too. What do you want to achieve this week? Like what are your weekly non-negotiable? Right, and based on that, you can work backwards to say, okay, this one I need to do today. This is what I need to do tomorrow to make sure I'm hitting this goal.
Stephen, nice to have you on my podcast today, man.
No, nice to be here, but thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thank you. I come across your social media. I see you're on quite a bit of a journey in life.
Indeed, man.
How's that journey looking right now?
Yeah, it's going well, man. In a nutshell, I've just quit my high-paying job to pursue my business. I'm gonna move to Spain for a couple of months from June onward as well. So just essentially build my business. I'm also a content creator on the side, and just trying to grind, man. Just trying to build my life.
I think everyone is, or at least trying to get the inspiration to, which is great. Why Spain out of everywhere?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I look at multiple places actually, because essentially the reason I want to leave London temporarily without a job is just London's expensive, as we all know, right? So it's like, how can I find a cheaper place to live? And while maintaining the good startup community and start doing it, like still have a good fatigue for my exercise and stuff. So I look at places like Bali, Japan, Eastern Europe, and I come down to like Spain because like it's relatively cheaper, but also there's good, like it still have good startup environment. I can still talk to other founders and stuff. So I'm like, all those places, so I just decided to go to Spain.
Wow. Yeah, Spain, I've been wanting to go on holiday there. I've heard living there is really
Yeah, I'm
amazing
excited,
as well.
man. I'm excited for obviously quitting my job. I'm also excited just like also trying to out different things, like being a digital nomad, right? I'll be leaving my flat and then like literally going to a new place and start fresh almost. But like, yeah, no, I'm excited, man. It'll be good.
Yeah, speaking of starting fresh, so for your road to retirement, obviously you've left behind a 125k salary.
Yeah.
In today's society, that's a lot of money. And today's economy in UK, that's a big salary to leave behind, especially when people are uncertain of how they're even going to survive the next month.
100%.
With 125k, what else are you leaving behind though, rather than just 125k, rather than just the money?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. I think lifestyle in general and the stability, I think like the money is important, but I think it's the stability also leaving behind as well. Just for a bit of context, I didn't grow up in London. I grew up in Hong Kong, so I moved here since uni, and I just stayed there after. So obviously, like as you know, like if you go to uni and then you move to a new country, there's like you keep moving flat and stuff, right? So like after, I guess 5-6 years now in the UK, like I have a good job, I'm finally stable, right? So now I'm leaving everything behind. Like it's not stable. Like I become unstable again, right? So because it's like I don't know how much I'm gonna be earning next month. Like I don't have a place to live because I move out of my flat. I'm putting everything into storage and stuff. So money obviously is a big thing to get like, and like the stability I think is where like that was sort of the main point for me to think whether I should quit my job, because I spent so many years to build my stability to make sure now I'm stable. I've got a comfortable and a good circle and all of that. And then now I'm quitting and then moving to a new country and just essentially starting fresh again. So I think that was the point for me.
Does does it kind of bring that excitement out of you as well when it comes to pursuing this side as well?
100%. I think excitement, absolutely, and obviously like nervousness as well, right? So I think I'm so excited because I didn't get to where I am now without taking risks, right? Because I move away like from Hong Kong to here. This is and then I get to where I am by earning 125K. Like I couldn't do that if I didn't move country, right?
No, 100%, yeah.
So it's so exciting because I'm taking risks again, like, and this is the thing that I'm always like to do, just stepping out of a comfort zone because you never know what you can achieve. And so yeah. But obviously, on the other side of it is I'm nervous, right? Because like I said, I'm leaving everything behind. Like I'm quitting what the normal society says a good salary. Like I'm set in life, right? That's what people would say,
Yeah.
and I'm leaving that behind. So yeah, no, 100%. Like I'm excited, but also a little bit nervous.
What was this 125K salary you left? What was the job?
Yeah, no. So I'm in sales. So I actually work at Adobe. For those that doesn't know, so I work at Adobe as an AI sales specialist. So I'm kind of in this AI era, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I enjoy the job. It's a stable job. Like it's good product and stuff. But it just like you just want more. Like, I just crave more. I'm hungry. Like I'm so hungry that I don't think 125K is enough for me. I want more. Like so, one of the things that I also want to bring up is like, don't get me wrong, 125K is amazing salary. Like I'm so grateful that I'm able to earn that much. I can see myself potentially earning up to 300-400 grand a year. But that is sort of the ceiling that I have in my current career, right? And I can probably get there in a couple of years' time. But the issue is like I don't want to be stay at like 300 grand like for the rest of my life. Like I'm so young, I'm only 23. Like I want to keep learning, I want to keep growing and stuff. So I just feel like because of the ceiling that I will have from my current 9 to 5, let alone the freedom and like the time that you have spend time with family and all and traveling and all of that. Like I just feel like I crave more. I want to earn more. I want to get to where I want to be. I don't want to make money to become an issue essentially. So
Did you come from a bit of a business background with your family?
no,
How
no.
was it in Hong Kong for you?
Yeah, Hong Kong is a very traditional place. As in, look, there's a lot of great innovation happening, but I think Hong Kong is more around like you have a good job, you're set in life, right? So like all you need to do is you got a good path to follow, like the traditional path. You go to uni, or you get a good grade, like, and then you start a good job at a big company, and then you
You
do it
work your
for
way
like
up.
you work your way
Yeah.
out exactly for like 34 years, and then you have kids, you retire, and that's a good life, right? Like, but that's not for me. Like that's not for me. But yeah, so I would say I've learned a lot in Hong Kong. But that's not the life that I want. So this is why I'm so glad that I'm here because I've taken the risk coming into here, and then I get to learn so much about entrepreneurship, about like startup and all of that, and then essentially trying to do my own thing.
Yeah. When you was working as a salesman at Adobe, was there any like professional lessons you learned from there as well?
Yeah, 100%. I've learned a lot throughout my career. Like I think learning sales is a skills, right? Like, and I'm glad that I can say that I'm kind of good at sales. I'm kind of good at talk to people. I'm kind of. I feel like I'm a bit cocky now. I'm kidding. So I think it's just is it's a great way to start your career because you learn so much about how to pitch, how to sell, like and how to talk to people, right? So like even though you yourself as a business owner, like you still have to talk to people, you still have to like trying to sell your product, like so like how like so I think the professionalism and sort of speaking the corporate language is something that I've learned, and I will continue to keep it with me. Will I do I ever want to go back to corporate world? Probably not. Like, but I've learned a lot from my career. Yeah, 100%.
What was the moment when you realized that, yeah, this, I'm going to leave this behind and I have to work on something bigger than this?
I'm just hungry. Like, I'm not. I'm actually. Yeah, I'm not. So I would say, um, I'm money driven. I'm very money driven, right? And like I say, when we talk about there's a ceiling in the career that you can earn, right?
Yeah.
So like the 300 grand a year, like I see my colleagues that in their late 40s, in their 50s, like earning 300 grand a year. Like don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot
Like
of money,
it's a
yeah.
lot of money. But can I see myself earning the same amount of money for the next 30 years, no. Like, so it's like,
Yeah.
there's a ceiling that you can learn.
It's like the glass ceiling theory, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So like, and I think, and not even about the earning aspect. That's one, right? That's very important. The second aspect of it is the learning aspect of it, right? It's like, how much can you grow? Like, you talk about the professional skills. Like, what have I taken away from Adobe? Like, I've learned a lot from Adobe. I've learned a lot by being in sales. But when you get to that point, like, you're doing the same job every day. Like, can you
Yeah.
still even learn? Can you grow more? Like, that's the things that I don't think you can. Like, so with that, combining with the reason of like, I want to spend time with family. Like, I want to be traveling. Like, I don't want to be like taking 25 days holiday a year. Like, I want to be able to, okay, if I want to go to Japan tomorrow, I can go to Japan tomorrow. Like, if I want to go to like Norway tomorrow, I can go Norway tomorrow. Like, but I can't do that like by having in a job. So like, with all of these three main reasons, I've decided, look, I've got to take the risk. I've got to do what I'm called to do.
Yeah. So it comes down to freedom, money, and
Freedom, money, and learning. Yeah.
money and learning.
Yeah.
So in the future, where would you say that you've made success? At what point do you have to be to say, okay, I've achieved the goal I started with?
No, good question. The main goal that I have now is obviously road to retirement 2028. So in I guess 2.5 years time, like 2 years time, trying to essentially be retired. What I mean by that is, that doesn't necessarily mean that I will stop working completely, right? Because I'm so young. I'll be 25 by then. Like, but what I mean is, I want to have the financial freedom, to do whatever I want to do. So I want to be unrestricted of my time. So if I want to learn a new language, I could learn a new language. If I want to start a new business, I could start a new business. But I just get to the point where I don't have to worry about finances anymore, right? So with that, with like multiple things, so one of the first thing, once I hit that retirement thing, is spending time with family. Well, that's a big thing. I would say I'll make it life. Like, I can spend time with my family, my parents, like potentially grow a family, and retire them as well, right? So it's like, having the ability to do that, but also like having the ability to travel. Like, I love traveling. I love like doing new things, like learning about different cultures, like just like having the ability to do that. Like, I think these are the main two things that I'm most looking forward to, that I will consider I've made it once I can do those two things.
I saw your trip to Japan. It looked really cool.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Japan is cool, man. Like, it's just like, food obviously is amazing. Like, food is amazing. And people are nice. Like, just something different about it. Like, and you have to be there, but like, and obviously Japan is relatively cheap for us now, because obviously the yen is dropping and like depreciating and stuff. So you feel like you're living like a king there, because everything is so cheap. But I also went to Taiwan during that trip as well, which I tried scuba diving for the first time, and like going underwater, like different world. This is what I mean by like, there's so much to do in the world. Like, you can do hiking, you can do like scuba diving, like diving, like and all of that. It's like, when you look in the ocean, that's a different world, man.
It's a
Like,
different world.
it's a
It's so huge.
it's so huge. This thing is a different world. It's like, it's the same. It's like, the world is so big. Like, I don't want to spend. I don't want to be stuck in a 9 to 5 for the rest of my
100%.
life. Like,
Definitely not in London.
no,
It's depressing vibes.
100%, bro. Like I want to. I love London, right? But I don't like working in London. Like, as in, like, I want to be able to enjoy London. I don't want to be like commuting like at 8 o'clock in the morning where the tube just full of people. Like, I don't want to do that. So yeah.
So road to retirement 2028. I mean, if you can tell me and show me how to do that, Stephen, you'll be my best friend. But I mean, 2028, that is around the corner.
Yeah.
In by 2028, what are you expecting to face and to come up against in order to execute this plan?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Like, and it's a great question I don't have an answer of. Like, it's almost like I'm learning, like, on the way. Like, 2028 is that timeline that I've set myself. How am I gonna get there? Obviously, with multiple different channels that I have, right? I'm doing my social media. I'm doing my content creation myself as a content creator. I've got my business set up, which I know we're gonna go into a bit more in detail. And like, it's just, how do I essentially earn as much money as I can, and growing a community, and trying to inspire others along the way as well. Like, it's just showing that what's the art of the possible. I would say, like, I'm spending 100% time on it, like investing all my time and energy into achieving this goal. But in terms of how exactly I'm gonna like how much. I've got a rough number in my head how much I need to make by that point to be able to classify that I've done
Yeah.
the goal and stuff. But it's like it's a learning curve, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a steep learning curve that I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
Yeah. I mean, look, you you said you're not from a family of business,
No,
so not only are you breaking like traditions, you've moved to a different country. On top of that, you left a very good country in an economy that needs that sort of salary. What do your parents and like family friends say when you tell them that, listen, I've quit everything? You're 23 as well right now.
24.
You're still
Yeah.
very young. What was their response when you said to them, listen, I'm quitting my job and I'm going to be an
Yeah, you
entrepreneur?
know what? I love that. So my friends, couple, I tell about my friend before I tell my family. My friend kind of expected it. Like, obviously, they'd be like, why are you leaving your good job behind and stuff? Right? Everyone's got different mindset, which is completely fair. But some of them also recognize I'm just the type of person that I don't have to have plan B. Like, if I want to make something work, I'm gonna go and make something work. Like, I don't want to be having like a safety net. Like, because without a safety net, that means that I have to make this work, right? So it's like, how do I so essentially that I can see that why you're doing that, because you don't like to have plan B. Like, you want to make sure you got nothing to fall behind, fall back, then you can't not make this work.
Yeah.
For my family, I actually haven't told them that I resigned. Yeah,
Okay.
so
You
I've
can't really tell them right now.
so they kind of know. I've told them that I've taken unpaid leave for my
Okay.
job.
You worded it differently.
I worded it differently, but also they follow me on social media. Like, I think they understand that I didn't just take unpaid leave. I'm actually leaving my job. But the reason I tell them that I'm taking unpaid leave, obviously I'm Asian, right? Like my family, they're actually really supportive. Like, I had a phone call with my mum like a couple of weeks ago, and she was actually saying, look, like, you try your thing. Like, don't be too stressed. Like, if it works, phenomenal. If it fails, you can always come back to find like a new job, or you can always like, I'm still here. Like, my mom's like, look, I'm still here. I can still work. Like, if anything, like I still have a job. So that was crazy to like. I will appreciate, obviously, like my mom, how supportive my mom is, right? But I didn't tell them that I've officially quit my job, because obviously, look, it's a great job that I have. Like, I also don't want them to worry like about me. So it's like, I don't
Yeah.
want them to like think about me every day and be like, oh, like, he's not making money. Is he okay? Is he eating well and all of that? So I'm like, I just wrap it around and say, hey, like, I've taken unpaid leave.
Yeah.
So uh, I'll tell them essentially. I'll tell them
Yeah.
eventually.
Are you close with your family as well?
Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah, I'm quite close with my parents. And yeah, so and I think we're even closer now because they follow me on Instagram. So they can
Okay.
see all the stuff that I'm doing, and stuff. But yeah, it's good that they're really supportive, which is kind of like, in a way, it's a little bit unexpected. And the reason being is like there's a stereotype of the Asian parents, right? It's like you need to find a good job, you need to
Yeah.
stay on the job, work your way up, and you have a good life,
Yeah.
right? Like, so I was kind of expecting that from my parents as well, but actually they're just so supportive, like, and this is
Yeah.
which also I can feel the love, right? Which is great.
Yeah. And that kind of motivates you to push further as well.
100%. And this is exactly why, like, I want to retire. Honestly, if I have to work for another 40 years, I don't mind. But I want them to be able to enjoy their life. Like, they've
Yeah.
sacrificed so much for me, like getting me into this country, like getting me like doing other stuff, like, and I want them to actually be able to enjoy their life as well. Like, give them money that they can do whatever they want to do. So
Yeah. I mean, I saw a post where you said you want to retire your parents as well,
hundred
which is
percent,
pretty
yeah,
cute, man.
yeah.
That's
I know,
nice.
man. I'm gonna get it. That day will come, 100%. Hopefully
100%.
soon.
Hopefully
So
soon,
yeah.
yeah. So when you move, you leave your family behind in a different country, you come here, you're 23. What do you think you understood about business here that that you've decided to take on at a young age? And how long have you been in this country for?
About 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah, about 6 years. I think what made me want to try and build a business.
As in, like, over here, like, we've got people, like, and this is something that's actually going to become a part of my podcast. I've got an episode coming out soon about this sort of thing. So, like, I've got family myself
Yeah.
who they're from Pakistan. They came here and they're doing really well. sometimes I don't see people who are born here actually know the advantages they've got here. What advantages did you find in UK and in London that you feel like I feel like most people are not recognizing?
Yeah, no, good question actually. Startup, like especially in my business sector, like so the startup or the tech side, right? Look, San Francisco, America, obviously is the biggest tech hub that you want to go. Like if you want to build a startup, it's like go to San Francisco. But look, in London, you still have a great community. You still have a great, like a lot of great founders, like that's got a good mindset. Like I think one of the big advantage that we have in London is networking. Like it's like you
Mm.
can meet with a lot of good founders. You can meet with a lot of like good people that can help you and brainstorm ideas together. Like right, we meet to do a podcast, right? So it's like meeting like like-minded people can really accelerate your growth. And I think like I make the mistakes in the beginning as well. So I haven't gone to any networking events because I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm just gonna like tuck in the corner and just do it.
Yeah,
But actually, you should talk to other people because like people can help you to brainstorm ideas. Like they can like you can bounce off things together and just learn from each other. And I think that's like one of the great advantages, like the learning opportunity and the networking opportunity that we have in London.
yeah. So was it a bit of a confidence thing when it came to networking that was holding you back at first?
Uh, yeah, I'll say yeah, confident. Yeah, one that's definitely one, right? So like I like to say I'm a quite confident person, like, but equally like I don't want to be always socializing to people. As in, like, I don't want to just go into a networking event for the sake of going to an event. But I think yeah, it also is like it's almost like go to the gym. Like you have to put your reps in,
Yeah,
and then like you just eventually get better. It's like sales as well, right? It's like the
yeah,
more you talk to people, the better you get. So it's like because I'm so and this is why I like to setting up my comfort zone. I'm so comfortable in my little circle. Then when I look at like the bigger networking event, I'm like, I don't want to do that
yeah,
because it's like I don't know what it's gonna be like and stuff. But you just gotta do it. Like you just gotta step
yeah,
out of your comfort zone and try something new, and then you'll be yeah.
yeah. How much of a difference has networking actually made to you, and what impact has it had to you?
Honestly, a lot. Like you meet people in different stages, right? Like in the software business, in the SaaS space, like you meet people that's very early, where like like I was first starting, right? You meet people that like have maybe sold their business or like in a very or very stable side now, like the business has grown. Like I've met founders that raised 30 millions like for their business, right? So it's like learning what they have done to help them to get to that stage. What are the mistakes they have done, and I can avoid because they're telling me the stories and stuff. So it's like it's great because it's like listen to a podcast but in real life.
Yeah,
Like it's like what learning you can take away from their action that they've done previously.
yeah.
So yeah, 100%. Like you meet so many people in different stages that you can learn from.
Yeah, no, 100%. To be honest, even from just starting this podcast, and the reason I ask these sort of questions is because uh, I'm learning a lot from speaking to people like you yourself as well. I'm sure when you leave here and when I leave here, I'm gonna leave with a lot more knowledge
100%. Yeah.
and ideas that I had before. I just like asking questions about that. But when it, I had a question in my mind. It's just
No,
completely gone
all
out.
good, all good.
So you had businesses that you started as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned to me before. Uh, do you mind getting a bit into that, like what those businesses were and where they are now?
Yeah, like the old businesses, like
Yeah,
the
or
previous.
the ones that you said you still had some that were
Yeah,
still there.
okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so started my entrepreneur journey probably like about 2 years ago. Like I remember it was like a bank holiday, or it was like a bank holiday weekend, like 2 years ago. And then like I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was actually putting the work and start doing it. I've done multiple different mobile apps before. I've got a pet mobile app that didn't go anywhere. I don't have a pet, so I'm doing something that I don't even know the industry about, right? So it's like it makes sense. Like in hindsight, it all makes
Yeah,
sense. And I've built like a travel app that is still going on. I've built a person safety app. Like so, this is where I start putting in the lesson about build something for yourself to solve your problem. Like because there's a
yeah,
gap that you identify that you want to do, like that you want to solve and stuff. So these are kind of the main stuff I've done. I'm also like trying to like work in the government and like as in trying to build something to drive efficiencies and stuff. That didn't work out either. So for the past 2 years, a lot of trial and error. Like and the travel app and the safe person safety app, they're still here. Like we're still getting users and stuff. I'm just not spending as much time on it right now as I was. But they're still kind of growing. They're still like doing natural thing, like just naturally still be here. And then obviously the main thing I'm focusing on right now is pattern.io as an AI personal content strategist for short form creators. So essentially to help creators to automate the content analysis process and idea generation. So it's like, how do I like remove the manual content analysis process, like, and ground it in your data, and essentially analyze videos in a way that none of the other two can do right now. So like across 4 different layers, and essentially to aiming to help you grow and to help you get followers and grow a bigger community. That's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. So with pattern.io,
Yeah,
it's obviously for people to use to strategically or to do content strategy.
yeah.
How can people use pattern to actually make it effective for them?
100%. So right now, the issue that I've done content for like the past, I don't want to say like 16, 18 months, right? So the issue that we have right now creating content is like, you can ask ChatGPT, you can ask Claude, you can ask like any tool that you want to give you new ideas, right? Or to give you like refine your script. Like it can do like 50% of the job. So what that means is you can know some of your like your voice, like how you speak, like your natural language and stuff. Because the more that you talk to it, like the more like it knows about you, right? Because there's machine learning behind it, so it can do that, which is great. But what it doesn't have is like the data. So they can suggest you to do like suggest new content ideas for you, but because it's never connected to your account, like they don't know how well the video has performed. So with that in mind, they can keep suggesting content that they don't know the results. So it's like it's kind of like blank, right? So it's a blind spot. And also it's so manual right now how everyone's doing it. It's like manually like going to create a script, create a caption, and sometimes it's still hit or miss. But with my tool, because it's all automated, you automatically connect your social media, like your TikTok and your Instagram, and they will just learn everything. We look at all the posts that you've done, like, so we'll analyze up to 200 posts per platform, and then we'll also analyze all the new videos every single week to give you like a weekly strategy or like weekly analysis, to say what is doing well, what you can improve on. We'll analyze the actual video, and then based on all of that, with your data, this is what you should do next week, because we've seen video A is done really well, so you should double down on video A, like with other expansion ideas and stuff.
So it's literally like A to B content strategy designed specifically for you and for what you are doing and what you want to achieve.
Yeah, spot on. So yeah, end-to-end workflow, and it's tailored to your voice. So like is your creator
you speak,
profile,
yeah.
is how you speak, exactly. Yeah, your content pillars and stuff. Yeah.
That's great. How did you come up with the idea like that?
And this is the thing that I talk about. This is good the learning that I've talked from before, right? The pet lab. Like I built something that I don't even know the problem, like, but I built pattern because it's a challenge that I've been facing myself as a content creator. I'm like, I can't, like, I've been struggling to grow, like, and the ideas that my AI tool give me is a hit or miss sometimes. So how do I bridge that gap? How can I grow more consistently, and how can I be smart about it? And I just start playing around with it, and then I just built a really early version of pattern, and I've been seeing growth, and I've been talking to like my other content creator friends, and they're like, oh yeah, that's actually, I have the same problem. And I keep showing them the tool. They're like, oh, I loved it. This is great. I get them to use it, got really positive feedback. And I'm like, I'm onto something. Like, this is a problem that I'm solving for, not just for myself. I'm the customer zero, which is great because I build for myself, but I'm actually helping other people as well. And they want to see that. So hence why.
So how was you doing content strategy before you came up with the idea of pattern, or before you even made pattern.io?
Yeah, honestly, very manual. Going to like Claude and ChatGPT to say, hey, give me a new content idea for next week, or like manually looking on Instagram and TikTok, just scrolling and find, oh, this is pretty good. Let me just copy that, or like, let me just like do something similar. But the issue is, look, like I said, it's not connected to your voice. Like it doesn't know, like AI can suggest you new content to do, but because it's not grounded in your data, like you just have the hallucination that like you might do or it might not, because they can. So sometimes I can, or you can fit into results manually. You can go to like your dashboard and like copy and paste the individual posts, paste it to the AI chatbot and say, hey, these are the results. Like, but it's so disconnected, right? So hence, it took me like I say a couple hours a week, like just to try and build the analysis that is not even targeted. So it's so manual. It's just not automated, and pen does
Yeah.
everything for you, solving the problem that you have basically.
Yeah, it also tells you like your plan of content strategy as well. Like it tells you when to film, it can tell you what content to make. What people who are not connected to something like this, what mistakes and how are they keeping themselves back? In what ways are they keeping themselves back and behind and stopping themselves from growing without something like pattern?
Um, you mean for other content creator, right? Or like,
Yes,
yeah.
other content creators.
I think I know a lot of people that use the same manual workflow that I used to do. Like, so I think algorithm changes every day, right? Like you never know what the trend tomorrow is gonna be, right? So that's
Yeah.
we can't control that. Like pattern can't control that, but your data doesn't lie. And I think people are not data driven sometimes, which I wasn't. Like when I say data doesn't lie, it means that even though if the algorithm changes, like social media will still push like for the videos that are doing well, right? So like if you got data to suggest that okay, this specific video is doing well, Instagram will still push that out. So it's like
Yeah.
how do you capture that then? Because like you're not capturing that based on your like so you're not looking at your data. So I think one of the big mistakes I think people make is not looking at your data. You should
Yeah.
absolutely look at your data. Even though you might have a lot of followers, even though your data might not look like super big compared to like someone's got like 1 million views, like you might only have like 10K views. But that suggests you something. Like that's telling you that based on all your content that you do, this one's doing particularly a lot better. That's got more engagement, more shares, more followers compared to other posts that you do. Like capture that. Like trying to like double down on it.
Yeah. And how much has some like taken using AI correctly for content strategy? How has it actually changed your life?
Look, I've been using Pattern, right? And I've grew over 100% of my followers within 2 weeks time. Like in perspective, right? Obviously, I don't have a lot of followers right now. I when I had Pattern, I have maybe something like I want to say maybe 3,000, 2,500 followers, right? I now close to 5,000 followers,
In two
right?
weeks? That's actually really good.
Right? Yeah, two to three, right? So like so,
That's still good.
yeah, but I spent 16 to 18 months to build 2,500 followers. Like so, you see the scale, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm seeing consistent growth and consistent engagement. Like, and I can see the content ideas that it suggests to me are actually super relevant. So this is where I'm like, ooh, like the results is there, right? So there's results. I'm trying to use myself as a public use case that I'm the public facing figure.
Yeah.
But also it's the time, right? You don't have to manually try to scroll something like, and then you don't have to manually talk to AI to find something that I want to do that, or maybe I don't want to do that, right? Like because it's all in the portal directly, send it to you every single week. So it's the time and the results, which is perfect.
I've seen on your on the pattern Instagram as well that you give tips and ideas for
Yeah.
content creating itself as well. What are some of the best content ideas that people need to make? I saw something about having hooks. I mean, I'll let you explain.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm still learning as well. So I wouldn't say people take 100% of my words into it. Like, but I think firstly, really understand who you are as a content creator. So what I mean by that is that understanding like your categories. Like you can be multi-niche, like you could do multiple different type of content or like different ideas, but it's about like identifying like what ideas that or what type of pillars that you have, like trying to categorize them. Like even though you're like multi-niche, but still trying to categorize them. So for myself, right, like I do startup stuff. I sometimes do like 9 to 5 content. Like sometimes I do fitness content, right? So I do so many different things, but trying to categorize them because like you can look at the data to say, okay, this specific pillar on my road to self-employment, entrepreneurship content, that's doing really well. So like I should capture that specific pillar, right? So it's like firstly trying to understand what you want to create, like your content pillars and stuff, like and that will come naturally, right? And then to think about the more like logistic of it, so like the operational side, like the hook, the idea itself, like and having that emotional touch into it. So and this is how I've been seeing that other creator and myself are growing because of like really understand who you are as a content creator, like your identity essentially, and also like putting emotional touch into your videos. Like don't just share like something like I quit my job today. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Like,
what
you're
does
not
that mean?
you're nobody, right? Like
Yeah.
like no one knows about who I am today. Like, why
Yeah.
do I care that you quit your job? But it's about like the learning and like the
The
emotional.
lesson they get from it.
Exactly, like it's about like because people get like it's relatable, right? I'm quitting my job. I'm so like I'm scared, but I'm excited. Like this is how people feel when they quit their job. Like it's like having that common ground with people, having that emotional touch is what helped me to grow, and and it's what Patton trying to do as well is trying to insert those specific moments that have been proven right so yeah, essentially, so this is what I would say if you're starting in the beginning, like understanding your content pillars, who you are as a content creator, and adding those emotional touch into it. And this is what Pattern covering anyway. So yeah.
Other than yourself, have you seen Pattern help other people as well?
Yeah, so Pattern is still quite an early stage right now. But we have creators all the way from couple hundreds followers all the way to like 35K followers using it. So and they're using it to like generate ideas, like look at contents and stuff. So yeah, absolutely, like we can see creators from all kind of different scales using it and actually creating videos of it, which is pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So I'm expecting the number to grow significantly, right? Because I'm trying to create every single day, and I try to understand the pain point, trying to see how they're using the tool, and it's gonna keep growing. Yeah.
So are you running this as a one-man show at the moment?
Yeah, I'm the main man. So
No.
I'm the founder, I'm the CEO, I'm the marketer, I'm the operator. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
doing
the
everything.
mastermind.
Exactly,
Yeah.
literally.
That's
I'm doing
it.
everything. So it's tough because it's about prioritization as well, right? So can I prioritize like main two things for me right now is product development and marketing distribution, right? And one of the lessons that I've learned early on in my entrepreneurial journey is like the it's about like distribution. You can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, like that means nothing, like right? So because no one's gonna use it because no one knows about it. So now my big focus is about marketing, right? But when you have more user on board and more user, like and then you identify more error that you can essentially improve on your tool, then you also have the product development as well. So it's how do I prioritize this stuff? But yeah, these are the main two priority for me right now. But it's difficult. Like how do you like the prioritization and time management?
Yeah. How do you actually manage a one-man business like
Just
that?
don't sleep, bro. Just don't
Don't
sleep.
sleep.
Don't
That's it. You
sleep
say
in
it's
the
so easy.
beginning. Yeah, exactly. I would say honestly, like, and I'm still learning as well. Like my mentor told me, I've got like other mentors that help me to do stuff, help me to like brainstorm or like keep me accountable sometimes. Like having like KPIs, understanding what are your KPIs like, right? What do you want to achieve this week? Like what are your weekly non-negotiable, right? And based on that, you can work backwards to say, okay, this is what I need to do today. This is what I need to do tomorrow to make sure I'm hitting this goal. And that changes every week, like because the business is so new, the business is so fresh, that changes. But it's about having that in your head and say, okay, I need to finish this by the end of this week. Then I have to make sure I do all this action then, right? And honestly, don't sleep, bro. Like because in the
Yeah.
beginning, like it's all you. Like if you stop working, the business stop.
Stop working.
So in the beginning, you do have to put time on it, and
Yeah.
like people say, I like this like on Instagram, like people keep saying like you can like people like entrepreneur quit the 9 to 5, so they can work like 24/7. Like it's
Yeah.
true. Like I'm quitting like 40 hours a week to
Yeah.
work like 24/7.
Yeah. So you're working harder, and obviously at the moment it's not making money right now like
Exactly.
that the way
So
you would want it to, but it's like you're working harder for less money as well.
exactly, yeah. But it's the vision, right?
But it's the vision.
It's the
It's the
future. Yeah,
long term
exactly.
play. Yeah.
100%.
What are your mentors like? The ones that you have.
They're across. Like this is the thing about networking. I met them in networking events, right? So one of them is also business owner. Well, business, yeah, they're all business owner, like in different scale. Like so, like some of them's got physical space, some like as in, like got like a co-working space and stuff. Like and some of them just like online coaching business and like so all kind of mentor in different area. I don't think. Well, at least for in my experience, I think it's hard to find. And I don't think I can give advice on that, but just my personal experience is, um, I find it's good to have different mentors in different areas because everyone's got different expertise that can contribute into
Yeah.
you, and not just take it as pinch yourself, right? So if you find someone that's doing exactly the same thing as you, then you can still learn a lot. But I think having multiple people having different perspective is important in the early stage, at least for me, from my experience.
Could you give us three, let's say the top three important lessons you've learned from them?
Prioritization, right? So the KPI stuff I talk about, that's definitely one, right? Networking is another one, right? So yeah, so let me break it down. Yeah, so the first one is like like understanding your weekly KPI, your monthly KPI, like your goals. Like set the goal
Goals.
and work backward from there. So then you keep yourself accountable. The second one is networking. Go and meet other people. Like stop on your like stop just coding or like being on your laptop all the time. Talk to other people and trying to get yourself out there. And the last one, I think is well, creating in public, like as in obviously I'm already doing that anyway, but it's about like sharing your learning with other people, like and building a community because people like to see that, people like to be part of your journey. So I think these are the main three learning that I've learned from my mentor.
Mm. And with pattern, you said you took about 16 to 18 months of learning of how to make it, was it?
No,
Or
so
sorry,
I
getting prepared for it.
no, it's more like I so
How long did you take in like the from the start to the launch? How long was that?
3 weeks probably.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
So
Obviously,
what was happening within them 3 weeks?
just building a tool for myself, getting myself to try it, getting the results right, and understanding the creative, like other creators' problem, like just doing like talking to other creators, understand like what they want, and obviously building side of it as well. And what I think what you're trying to say also is about like the learning from before. So what I mean is the learning from my previous businesses,
Yeah, okay, that
because
makes sense.
the fail journey,
Yeah,
right? So it's
yeah,
about I learned that I need to solve a problem that I experience or like a known problem, right?
yeah,
So it's like that's something that I've learned from my first business, right? And I learned about the marketing side. It's like you can have the best product in the world, but you need distribution, you need marketing, and that's something that I learned on two of my other businesses about keep spending time on building and coding. But no, that's not important. Like that is important, but that's not as important when you need to distribute. Like the important thing is how do you think about both development and marketing at the same time. So that's something that I've also taken away as well. So I'm grateful that some of my ideas fail. Like right,
yeah,
realistically, not your first idea. Not every idea is gonna like not your first idea could potentially work, but probably not, right? So
yeah,
it's like taking those learning from the not failed venture, but taking those learning from the venture that you did before
yeah.
and take and put them I guess put them into the new business. Yeah.
So with the businesses that from the start, the first one, let's say the ones that have failed or didn't work out, why do you think it didn't work out, and what are you now bringing to the table differently to make it work?
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty similar to what I just talked. Like so, marketing. Honestly, biggest like learning ever is start marketing early. And this is what social media is great nowadays, is building public, right? So start building, letting people know. Like
Yeah,
today, don't try to say, oh, I'll share on Instagram later when the product is more mature, right? Your product can never be mature in a way. Like so, but you should actually get people's feedback. So like building public, that's absolutely great learning. Marketing, absolutely. And also ship and build fast. What I mean by that is some of the other tool I spent like a couple months to build them before I launch it, right? But actually, just build an MVP, so minimal viable product. That's the term that we call them. And then get it out in public. Just get people to start using it.
yeah,
Because this is you need the real user feedback.
yeah,
So yes, that's what I would say is like main three things is building public, build public community early on, like marketing early on, and ship and build fast. Get an MVP out and just send out. Yeah.
yeah. You know, when you're working on your own business right now, yeah, like what's the biggest, your personal like biggest stress you get from it?
I think the biggest stress that I get is when a user get a bug and you're like, oh, I should I should have fixed that before that's out, right? So, but this is what I mean by your business like your tool is always gonna have bugs. Like it's always gonna be slow. Like some part of it that you didn't realize they can do better. But it's good that you get the user feedback. But for me, I'm just like, oh, I wish I could get a better or more positive user experience to people, to my user. But this is a learning curve. The second thing, that I can't remember the second thing I can't remember the second thing I was gonna say now. But yeah, the second thing is handling rejection.
Mm.
I'm not stressed about it because it's like easy, it's like you in sales you get rejected all the time
Yeah.
anyway. But it's like because on the marketing strategy, I'm getting a lot of creator to also help me to create content as well. So I reach out to a lot of like small creator and talk to them, and yeah, the rejection is like I'm a professional rejection handler basically, because like I get rejected every day for so many times, and it's like I got another email, I just got rejected. Oh, all right, cool, that's fine. But
Yeah.
I could just talk to, I just talk to someone else. Like so it's like
you just carry on, you move forward.
exactly that's it. Like yeah, you just carry on. But I think these are like the yeah, but it's not like I don't stress about it, but it's just something to bring up as well.
Are you quite self-disciplined within yourself?
I would say so. I like to say so. I like to say I can be better though. Like I want to be even better.
That is kind of self-discipline in itself as well.
Yeah, that is true actually.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. I like to say yeah, I'm absolutely clear what I need to do to get to where I want to be, right? But sometimes you are just like you're tired. Like I just don't want to do it. I just want to be on my phone and just like do nothing. Like, but I'm trying to make sure that now I'm spending 100 of my time like to be efficient 100% of the time, right? It's difficult, but I'm learning. But yeah, I like to say I'm quite self-disciplined, but there's always more that I can go and learn more.
Have you ever felt like, since you've quit your job and stuff, have you ever felt like it's getting scary, or have you just kept it positive the whole way?
Interesting, yeah, I would say it's more scary when I was in the job.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it's about trying to make that jump, but you haven't yet. But once you make that jump, your step is really clear, right? So you need to know, okay, in order for me to make sure I don't starve, like I'm not hungry, this is the next step I need to take to make sure that, and then the next step and the next step. So I think when I was in the job, I was focusing on the big goal of quitting, right? But once you quit, all you focus on is the next step and the next step, right? So it's the action, right? So so I think because it's so clear, I know what's my next step, I'm not scared. Like I know what my next step to be. Like I might be scared 10 steps down the line, but I know my next step. So all I need to focus on right now is, okay, I'm in step 1. How do I go to step 2 and then step 3 and then step 4? I would also really like this term that I saw the other day is you can never be ready, because ready is not a feeling, it's an action.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, like you see what I mean? Like I feel ready now because I've taken the action. So yeah.
Yeah. So with Pattern, is for your retirement plan, the journey 2028, is Pattern your main is it going to be your main engine to make it come?
Yeah, it's a big part of it. Yeah, I'll say big part of it, and my own content is another big part as well. It's about building a community as well. So pen, absolutely, that's where I can see I can make a lot of money whilst being useful to people as well, right? Because like, and I guess that's how you can make money anyway, because you need to be useful to people first. So that's the first bit. The second bit is my own content. Like it's about like sharing my. Look, money comes with it. It's great. Like don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm so money driven. Like if I don't make money off it, like I probably would have done it less. I would still do it, but I probably would have done it less. But it's about also about inspiring other people as well. It's like if I can quit my job, you can too. Like if I could actually go from the ground up from making nothing to making 125k now, you can do it too. But if I can make from 125k to making 5 million a year, you can too, right? So it's about like, so I say, yeah, these are the main 2 things that I'm doing that will massively contribute to the plan. But also I would say, I hope as part of that, by posting on my social media, I'm inspiring the people as well. So that's also a big
Yeah.
part.
How well is personal branding for building your business as well?
So important nowadays, I say. Like social media is the funnel. It's the marketing distribution funnel that everyone is using. Like you go to Instagram, TikTok every day. Like, right? Like you want to bring that awareness. Like you don't want to just, like I say, sit in the corner and building. Like no one know, like you need people to know about what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I would say 100% that is super important. Like start doing it from the beginning. Like look, it's not as glamorous as you see, like, because sometimes you don't want to show a product that's really bad. Like you like the first version of it is like, oh, what the hell is that, right? But you should absolutely do it because you want people to see from 0 to 1, like from the beginning to like on a really shite product to a finished goods. Like you don't want to just show the finished good. Like you want people to say, oh, this is how far you've come, right? And I've been part of the journey of it, 100%. Yeah.
So let's say 2028. If I speak to you in 2028, yeah. Let's just say that's the
Yeah.
next time we speak. If I asked you, have you succeeded your plans? For you to say yes, what would your life and the impact you brought to others, what would that look like in 2028?
Great question, man.
With obviously pattern, how has it changed your life and other people's life?
I would say pattern continue being a product that helping people to create content, right? Because I don't think content creation is gonna stop, right? So that's the first thing. And growing the business, right? So never know, maybe we're making 500 grand a month, 2 million a month, right? You never know, the product can just scale. And the second part of it is I kind of like more product involvement is like potentially get into like more agency space or like business space in the B2B world as well, but that's like later on down the line. But I would like to say pattern still being here, right? And I would like to say on the other aspect of it is my own content, my own social media are still here. Like so I'm able to actually have a bigger following, able to share my learning and continue to be authentic and sharing all the all the bad days, all the good days and like all of that. And with that, obviously money comes with it. So yeah. Does it answer the question, do you think?
Yeah, I think it answers the question. How do you see yourself living your life after you retire?
After I retire. Honestly, not more will change. Like I know I can't stop working, right? But I know that I would like to have the flexibility of not working. So what I mean by that is like I said, I'm so passionate about traveling and stuff. So it's like once I make to that point, I will say, okay, I'm gonna take the next month off traveling. Just enjoy myself. I don't want I will able to spend a whole day with my parents without looking at my phone. Like that's what I like. That's so these are I say the small change that will make a big difference for me, but not necessarily on the lifestyle. Like so like I don't need a Lamborghini. Like do I will I mind a Lamborghini? No. Like I would love I'll see it, but will I go on my way to trying to buy one? Probably not. Like but so I say like my lifestyle probably won't change, materialize stuff like that. That doesn't really matter. Like, but it's about those small little things about spending time with family, going to traveling, and I guess being stable again as well. So like it's like having a house that I could just be there and just like that. So yeah. So I think like those small little things. But do I need to have designer goods? No. Yeah.
What is there? Is there like a dream on your bucket list that you want to do when you retire?
Honestly, just one thing in my mind: just retire my parents, bro.
That's it.
That's it, bro. That's
as
it.
simple as that, isn't
As
it?
simple as that, yeah. So like that's I guess that's the biggest thing is just retire my parents. Like the second big thing, traveling, but that's not like that, what I mean. That's not as a big thing. There isn't anything that I want to buy, like, but retire my parents, 100%. Like I want to like get them like first class for like everywhere like, and stuff like that. Like, but yeah. So
Well, if you had to pick one place to live after your retirement, where are you picking?
one place to live. Ooh, like just one.
Let's say if you had the choice, you got one place to pick where you're gonna live. It can be any place because let's just say you've got all the money.
Yeah.
Which place are you picking?
It's a good question. If I have to live in one place for the rest of my life, doesn't matter where. Like money's in the like Japan. Like I just love the food. Like I like I like it's by the coast. I can swim and all of that. Like and there's a lot of activities to do. But what I would like if I tweak the question slightly, like is I think where I see myself, right? Once I have that flexibility, is I would like to spend a couple months in different places every year. So I'll spend in Japan for a couple months a year. I'll come back to London a couple months a year because look, people shit about London, but I'm sorry, London summer is nice. I like London summer, right? So like I'll come back for London summer, like and I'll go like other places. I'll go to Spain, like I'll go to South America, like I just like I'll go to like just Australia, like Melbourne, like Gold Coast, like and stuff. So like I see myself not staying in one place for the whole year rather than just traveling around.
Mm. So let's say right now you're 23 right now.
I'm 24. Yeah.
By the time you're 40 years old, what what do you want to say to the 40-year-olds different right now, um, as like what's the way of saying it? Like a future promise. And when you're 40, you're gonna be replying to it. How would you want that to go? What would you want to be saying to the 40-year-old? And how would you want to see the 23-year-old as a 40-year-old?
So something that what I would say to the 40 years old myself now, is I hope it's worth it. Like as in as in like I hope, but it's also like I'm sure it's worth it. Like I'm sure what we've done, and that get to where he will, like he is, like it's worth it. Like, it's worth the journey. Like and it's worth the late nights. I guess, yeah, and I guess it's the same message I want to also. I also want to tell my 23 years old self as well. Like if I were 40, it's like keep grinding, bro. Like just
That's
like
it.
you will get there. Like look, it's tough. Like look, it's not easy. Like it's nothing. Like it's never gonna be easy. But keep fighting, keep doing it, and you get there. And I promise, life is good. Like so, this is what like I would like to say to my 24-year-old self if I were 40. Like so, yeah.
Yeah. What are some experiences you're expecting to come with this sort of journey right now? What do you expect the next, let's say, 15 to 20 years to look like for you?
I say honestly, if I would I'll probably like reframe the question a little bit to not just say 15, 20 years. I'll probably say the next two because my
That's when
immediate goal, right, is
yeah.
2028. So I know it's not gonna be easy. Like I know I will break down. Like I know there's so much to learn. Like so some of the new things I'm learning now is like getting investment from people, getting investment from an investor, raising money. Like that is a whole new world, right? Venture
Yeah.
capital. Not that I need it right now, but if I ever do, that's a completely different new learning. Hiring people. Like I'm in the process of like getting a few different freelancers like to help me to do some of the like small bit. Like that's completely learning. Like if I have like someone full time as an example, I don't think I'm at the stage I need to, but like if I ever do, that's completely new learning, right? So like there's you can I say there's so much learning from the business, right? I'm just touching the surface of it right now. So I'm expecting way like there'll be a lot. I was expecting that I'll be losing money as well because I'll be wasting money that I shouldn't be wasting. Like right. So these are probably like the biggest thing. And I would like to also keep it in my head to say I don't need to I don't need to make billions. Like I want to keep reminding myself that I just need the certain amount of money that will make me feel comfortable and financially free. I don't want to chase more. Like I want to chase more. I might want to chase more up to a point, but I don't want to say like, look, let's not see family and work and to trying to make a billion because that's not
Yeah.
me. Like I'm trying to make
Money to spend time with family.
exactly right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
otherwise that you just do it the other way, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
If someone came to you and said that they're scared about quitting a 9 to 5 job to pursue their own business, um, what would you say to them?
I love it. I love it. It is scary. Recognize that it is scary. But take the leap of faith. Success is on the other side. You are one decision away from being what you want to be, being who you want to be, and becoming that person. Um, and I will also say, look even further. Don't look at like just you after quitting a job. Look at 10 years later. If you were still being in the job, what would you be like? You would absolutely hated it. You would regret it. Like and like think further ahead. Like the future mindset. Like it's like yeah, you know you would absolutely hate it if you continue to stay. So why would you? Right? Take the leap of faith, believe in yourself, and just just give it a try. The worst case scenario is come back to your current scenario, which is working 9 to 5. Because if I fail, touch wood, like which I won't fail my business, if I ever fail, what's the worst gonna happen? Like, what is the worst gonna happen?
Mm.
Go back to a 9 to 5, which is
Yeah.
the current situation you're in right
You're in
now.
right now,
So
yeah.
like, what are the risks that you're actually taking? Like, you're actually taking more risks by staying in the job. This is what I would say. It's like change your mindset and believe in yourself.
That's a great way to put it.
Cheers,
I'm
man.
hoping your journey goes well. I'm hoping you're able to fulfill the retirement plan to 2028. I'm hoping to meet you there as well.
100%, bro. We'll be there, man.
Yeah,
We'll
it'll
be there.
be good. I'm hoping to retire with you at the same time.
100%, bro. We'll head to Japan together, man.
Yeah, that would be cool. I actually want to go to Japan.
Yeah,
you
but
know that?
we'll
I've been wanting to go there for a while. I want to get some new camera equipment.
Oh,
and
of
stuff.
course, yeah.
I love the technology there.
Yeah,
I feel like if I was to retire, and I wouldn't say I would go live there, but if I had so much money and I was in retirement, I think I would go to Japan.
You go to Japan.
I think I would go there and I would just have a mad budget for just whatever I want to spend there.
Yeah, you're like, I want that. You're just pointing
That's
things.
it.
You're like,
That's
yeah.
That's how I want to be.
Yeah,
But it will be good, and I'm excited to see where the future, what the future holds for you and Patton as well.
100%, bro. I appreciate it, man. No, it's good conversation. Like, I appreciate the invite, and no, keep talking, man. We'll keep talking, and I love to come into the pod again and show what I've done in 6 months, in a year time, in 3 months time, and say, hey, this is what happened now, and you never know, man. Maybe things worked out. So I'm sure things will work out. And,
Yeah.
100%.
That's great. It's good to have you on, Stefan.
100%, bro.
Steph,
Appreciate it.
Stephen.
No, okay.
Stephen, sorry, I'll keep it.
all good.
But yeah.